Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and today we're going to continue our playthrough of Wolfpack from GMT Games, designed by Mike Berticelli. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm doing a restart because I made an error and I want to show you what the error was, and it was an error in the setup and I missed it. And then it came up in the comments and I was like, sure enough, whether it would have made a difference or not, I don't know, but I feel like we need to restart. We're going to do the whole restart, and then we'll see where we get to. So, using the same campaign setup for the early campaign, same campaign length, same starting experience points, same victory conditions, everything, right? So we're at the patrol instructions. So that's where we're going to be setting up from now. So I have my patrol set up. So the first thing we have to do, I assigned my U-boats. So I'm back here with the same four I had, W, X, Y, and Z in the first flotilla. So boat 1, boat 2, boat 3, boat 4, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so I have them assigned. All right, next thing we have to do is pull for convoy size. So let's pull our first, and I've reshuffled everything. Everything's set. I didn't like try to drop the cards back and work them again. This is a whole new shuffle. Okay, so we got a 10, and a 10 is a small convoy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the small convoy. Okay, so we put our, we know it's a small, so we don't have to flip anything, but now we have to check for convoy speed. Okay, so now we pull convoy speed, and we get, this one's a fast convoy. Okay, I can, let's see, I can spend flotilla points and try to slow this thing down. And I believe, I want to make sure of that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I can do there. Let's see, should be on page 19, convoy speed. Yeah, I may repull at 8 flotilla points. I am going to do that. I will do it one time. So my flotilla points was 24. They're going to be minus 8. And we pull again. And we get, it's a 1. Okay, it's a fast convoy. Not doing any more. Can't waste any more on that. Okay, so we have a small, fast convoy. Okay, this will make it challenging then. Okay, prepare convoy tiles. So here, it's a small, so we skip. This is determine special convoy ship. That's only of the large, so we skip down. We shuffle and sort. I've already done that. And so we don't have to draw anything. This is where we're at. Okay, here's where I made my error. Prepare the convoy escort draw cup. So here's the cup. And we're going to dump it out. And seems like I got to do something here. Oh, I know what it is. So I'm gonna lay all these out. So we have 1, 2, 3. There's 4 false contacts, and then we have DE ID number 7. So up here, that's the ID number is 7. I need C 1 through 4. So I got, here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I got them there. All right. Then we need S 5 and 6. So here's 5 and 6. So we had 7, 1 to 4, 5 to 6, and 4 false contacts. So that's that row right there. Then we should have 8 false contacts sitting over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So here's what we do. So we have this. Now, without looking at them, we're going to draw 7 markers from this group and place them in my cup. So I'm going to take this little bowl here. Yeah, it'll work fine. We drop all these in here. like so. We're gonna stir and mix. And we draw 7 out of here. I'm not looking at them. I've even got the cup tilted. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll set this off to the side over on the corner of the table. And then we add 8 to the cup. So the 8 that I set aside, that is now the escort distribution cup right there. Okay. Oops, hit the camera. So that was a mistake. Now I'm set up properly. Captain draw piles, I already have them set up. Now we purchase tactical points and crew enhancements. Okay, each U-boat starts. We each patrol with 2 tactical points, and then additional ones cost us 5 each. So I know that on boats, I want to, boat 1 is going to spend, he's going to take 2 extra tactical points. So it's going to move him from a 2 to a 4. That's 10 points. And he's going to spend 10 points, and his captain is going to have 2 TDCs. Okay. So he's reduced. Set this down where I could erase. He's going to have 10 points left over. Boat 2, we're going to buy 2 tactical points. Put him at 4. That drops me down to 15. And he's going to spend 10 points and get his 2 DCs for his captain. Okay. That leaves him at 5. This one has 20. He's going to do the same thing. This is boat Y. He's going to get his. And now he's at 0. Okay. And finally, we have U-boat 4. He needs 2 tactical points. Gets him at 4. And that takes 10, so it leaves him with 5. So he can't buy the, I can't raise up the captain there. Okay, so that's my choices there. Pretty much the same way I started it the first time. Okay, so we did that. Now we do our torpedo loadout per ship. All right. Here we go, torpedo loadout. We use the patrol deck. And this is for boat number 1, W. And he has 8 type 7s. Well, I can tell you I don't like that number. So I'm going to spend 8 points. So I'm at -8 again. So now I only have 8 points left, 8 flotilla points left. But I'm going to see if I can get him more torpedoes. Yes, he got 10. Okay, so we give him 10. Now, on our loadout, it's on a type 7. Total is 12 max, 10 and 2, but he has to have at least 2 electrics. Okay, so I'm putting in the tubes. My electrics, tube 3, tube 4, let's see, there was a way that I had those, there it is, it was electric, and then steam and steam, that's right. Okay, so if you remember on the torpedoes, E's for electric, A's for the steam. Okay. So I'm setting my torpedoes here. He's going to have 2 electrics as reloads. Let's see, he gets 10. So I've got 5 on there. Give him 2 steams and then 1 steam in the stern as a reload. So he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I've got 10 on boat W. All right. Next up is boat X, which is boat number 2, and he gets 10. All right, good draw. All right, so he gets 10. He's going to do the same alignment. 2, 2, 1. He has an electric, is in his, he has an electrics in tubes 1 and tube 4. And tube 2 and 3 have steam, so I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 for him. Okay, here we go. We're going to boat number 3, which is Y, and he gets, oh, he gets 11. All right, that's better. So he'll have 1 steam in the rear, in the stern, and he's going to have 2 electrics for a reload and 3 steams in the bow. So that gives him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and then 10, 11 in the stern. Okay, here we go. Last boat, boat 4. He gets 9. Okay. So for him, he's going to have 1 in the stern, a steam. He's got 2 and 2 in the bow. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so we've got our torpedo load. We're ready to go there. Now we need to pull for weather and time of day. So the first one's the weather. So we pull. It's a 9, and a 9 is bad weather. All right, so we're going to have bad weather. And now we need time of day. And our time of day is a 2. And a 2 is daytime. So it's bad weather, but it's during the day. All right, now I can pull that if I want it to be nighttime. Let's see. It cost me my other flotilla point to do that. I think I will. Let's see. The odds are for night, it's not quite 50-50. It's 40-60 for day. I don't know. You know what? We're just going to go at daytime. I'm not going to spend it. I got bad weather to help conceal me, so we'll do that. Okay, next thing we need to do. Now it says what I should have to shuffle the patrol deck along with any discards. So I got to reshuffle the patrol deck. So we can mix them up here a little bit. And I'm going to run them through the auto shuffler real fast. And we get our patrol deck out of there. Give it another quick shuffle. Okay, it's ready to go. We go patrol event. So we pull 1 patrol card for each U-boat and execute any transit event. Okay, so here we go. So the first one is uneventful transit for boat 1. He's good. Boat 2, he gets a lone convoy ship attacked. You get 9 experience points, 9,000 tons, and he gets a light wound to 1 crew. And we draw the number for the crew wound. Okay, so this was boat 2. Let me see where I put those notes at for him. He gets boat 2. Let's see, U201. U201. He gets 9 XP and 9,000 tons. Okay, so I made a note on the log for him. Okay, he takes a crew wound. So we draw, you can put this over here. We draw a random number for his crew wound. It is an 8. And an 8 on the board, I'm not going to pull up the actual board I'm going to mark. I'm going to show you on this one though. An 8 is the stern crew, 8 to 9. So there's little numbers along here. The captain's a 10, 1, 2, 3, then 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9. So the stern crew has a light wound. Okay. So do I have a light wound out yet? I don't think so. So I need a light wound. So a light wound gives them a -1 die roll modifier. Okay, so we put that on that crew. But they sunk a ship. That's why they only have 11 torpedoes, maybe. Okay. Third patrol event for boat 3 is an eventful transit. Okay, and boat 4 is an eventful transit. Okay. Then it says shuffle the patrol deck along with its discard. So again, give it a quick mix. We'll stick it in here and we'll give it a quick shuffle. Okay, got it out, and we'll shuffle. Quick shuffle, that's it. That one's done for the patrol event. Now we do starting location. Pull 1 patrol card for each U-boat to determine its U-boat starting position. All right, so here we go. So here's how this works. We go boat 1. That's the W boat. Well, before I do that, I'm going to put all my boats on the board here. This is their markers for the depth. So I'm putting each one of them onto the board, on the surface. So that's all set up. They're ready to go. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to pull the first boat. Boat 1, he starts. Oh, that's tough with a fast convoy. So he's down in these boxes here. So we'll take marker W and we're putting him down here in these boxes. I can be on either side of him. I'm going to put him here. We'll see what he can do. Okay. Boat number 2. That's the X boat. He's up here in the front. That's where I prefer to have him for this. Well, he can be in either one of these. We're going to put him in here. All right, here comes the next one. Boat 3. He is along the side over here. So boat 3, that's Y. He's going to be up here on this side. Okay, last boat, boat 4. He is, in this bottom corner. So there's the marker in the bottom corner. So we put him down here in this corner. We'll put him right there. So I got W and Z down in the bottom corner and then up here. So pretty well set up there. Now we're going to do additional U-boat patrols. So I want to send out 4 additional U-boat patrols. I can send out up to 4. I don't have to send 4, but I'm going to send 4. And then these U-boats, we're going to select up to 4 available. If more than one, we pull a random number and then determine the numbers that are actually sent. Okay, so now we're going to pull a random number. So we pull this random number and we use random numbers, 2, 3, and 4. Ours is 4, so only sending 3. So only 3 actually got sent out. So I want boats that have low experience to go. So we put a P for patrol on there. 1. And second flotilla, he's a type 9 boat, but he can go out. 2. And then we'll do U96 right here with the 7th flotilla. So he gets a P. So those are the 3 boats. We don't know what happens to them till we get to the end of the mission. Okay, we're at the end of the patrol. All right, so that's our setup. We're set up. So the next thing I have to do is shuffle all the cards, and then we're ready to start playing. So I'm gonna move away, shuffle the 2 decks that I've used cards out of, and then we'll be ready to start. Okay, decks are shuffled, we're ready to go. It is turn 1. It is daytime, it's bad weather, and it's a fast convoy. Okay, enter attack map. No. So the only time you enter the attack map is at turn 8, and then we draw for a number. The farther you go, the more likely it is that you'll enter, until turn 11 when you automatically entered into the attack map. So this is the patrol map out on the outside edge, and your attack map is anything inside where all the dots are. Okay. Then we do that. Then starting on turn 21, again we pull numbers until we end the patrol, and finally, if you make it all the way to turn 25, that's when you end the patrol. Now, one of my viewers went, "Hey, don't go so fast on the cards. They're having trouble seeing them." And I'm like, "Okay, I know I just went kind of fast, but for the setup, I think you can get it. But I'll try to do a little slower as we're playing the game so you can see what's happening." Okay. So we don't have any U-boat status to do right now, and we're not going to change depth. We're all on the surface, so we're going to movement, and we're going to be on the approach map. So our U-boat depth is surfaced, and so there's a slow convoy and a fast convoy. Well, we're on the fast, so 1 box on even turns. Well, this is turn 1. It's an odd turn, so I can't move. So nothing happens there. I kind of jumped right into my U-boat movement when I should have been doing this. Torpedo move detonation, and this is also on the board right over here. U-boat movement, that's what I just did. I can't move, so I don't have any observation, I don't have any calculation. ASW. On the approach map, we go to H. So H. Escort movement, we don't have. Escort location check. Okay, we check each approach map ASW search box. Okay, if it's blank, we go through things. Okay, escort, search, and attack. Okay, so now we have to find out, are there any U-boats out here? And we do this with the battle deck. So the U-boats, the escort checks would be on this right, which there's nothing over there, and these 2 areas here. All right, so on this area, that's the corner. Nobody's in the corner. This area, I have U-boat X. So boat number 2, he's up here. That's this section here. After you go past that, this section up here would be this next box. And then we have the corner box again. So only 1 check has to be made here. Okay. All right. So you do place 1 escort, hidden captain. We don't have any of that yet. So we can scroll right down, draw from the escort cup. Okay. Here we go. So we're mixing. This is our escort cup. We're going to draw. And it is, I drew the destroyer, number 7. Okay, so we drew the destroyer. Okay, what happens then? I can crash dive. So definitely X is going to crash dive. So we have a crash dive marker, and we're going to move him down. He crash dives to 30 meters. Why am I crash diving? Because I want to avoid this guy. That's why. All right. That was this step 2. Next we go, if new escort was drawn, draw a hidden captain and check for escort refit. This is a destroyer. So I need a destroyer captain. So I take this one, we put him underneath there, but we don't reveal him yet. So he's there. Now we check for refit. escort refit. So here we are. This is it's actually a DE destroyer escort. DD is the destroyer. Okay, sonar, depth charges, 1 to 9, he has radar. So we pull this, and it's a 10. So he is not refit. So we flip this counter over. See, it says fit. We flip it over. He's not fit. He does not have radar. Okay, well, that's one thing I got out of that. So no radar for him. Okay. So we did F. It's those steps. Each escort in a search box targets one U-boat in its location. So, okay, what I need to do real quick is I'm going to check for this U-boat placement here after I did that. Just want to make sure I get you in the right spot. Okay, so we put him in this search box right here. So he's in the search box. Now we're going to do search. Okay. He does not have contact on the U-boat. So we're going to pull one battle card. He does not have radar search. He does not have visual because we submerged. So he's going to do a sonar search. Okay, so we pull the battle card. And this is early and bad weather. It's an X. So he failed. So I'll show you that again. So we go to ASW sonar. He doesn't have radar and he doesn't do a visual. So he's going here. We're in the early and we have bad weather and he's trying to acquire us. So there's acquiring and homing. He failed to acquire us. So the bad weather helped us out. So he did not acquire us. Okay. He fails. If it's the initial contact attempt, move escort to the patrol box. So he now moves into this patrol box right here. Otherwise, reduce contact level by 1 if contact lost, moving to the patrol box. All right. So that's it for that section right there. So we have a chance here to avoid this guy. All right, that was the ASW. Now we go convoy movement. Attack map and approach map once attack map is active. So we don't have flint damage, sunk markers, So we don't have to move anything because we don't have the attack map yet. So you only mess with the approach map once the attack map is active. All right. Torpedo reload, U-boat attack, no. Damage control, no. End of patrol, no. We now go to turn 2. We don't have any torpedo move detonation, so now we do U-boat movement. So now I can move my U-boats because I'm on turn 2. Okay. So U-boat movement. We're not going to enter the attack map. We don't have to check U-boat status. Nobody's in trouble there. Change depth. So I can change depth with my Type 7. So I can take him down to 60 meters. I can take the crash dive off of him. And he can dive. U-boat X can dive to 60 meters. And he stays right there. So he's hid from those guys. Still. My other U-boats can move 1 turn. So 1 box on even turns. Now, I really don't feel like getting into that corner. Those are hot spots. This guy went out of this corner. He's coming up. This guy's moving into the corner because I'm trying to get him up. So I'm getting 3 U-boats on this side because it's going to be really hard for me to get these guys on a stern approach when that time comes. So I'm trying to maneuver around here in this bad weather. Okay, now we do ASW, move, search, and attack. Okay. So we come back to H. We do escort movement. Escort location check. So we're going to check again for an escort. We're going to see what comes up here. So we get that corner, nobody's there. This side, we have both U-boats. We have 2 U-boats in that side. And this box, nobody's there. So the only one we got to check now is on this side over here. So again, we don't have anybody. It's a false contact. So we drop it back in. That's all I have to do. That one's no contact. Woo! Like that. Okay. Now I have destroyers in the patrol box. So I have to find out what to do with the patrol box now. Be right back. Okay, found what I was looking for. Remember, this was the areas, right? This one is a white box where that patrol box is. Because he doesn't have anything, escort in a search box. Remove any escort from this location's patrol box and move it to the bottom of the escort holding track, which is the escort holding track is over here. So this escort actually went to the bottom this turn. Okay, so he's off the board right now. Doesn't mean he won't come back, but right now he's not out there bothering me. Okay. So when we get to escort movement next time, we'll clean it up. He'll move back to the top up here. Okay, but we're not there yet. So that's it. I got that done. There's no search. Okay, we move on. So we go U-boat movement. We did our ASW. There's no convoy movement to do. No torpedo, no U-boat, no damage control. So we go to turn number 3. There's no torpedo move. We do U-boat movement. It's an odd turn, so I can't move. Okay. We go down to ASW. So again, we're going to pull an ASW card. So we get to ASW. The first thing we do, it's great to go with these. Reduce GI markers, we don't have any general information. At 0, we don't have that. Clean up the escort holding track. So this escort moves to the top. He's the next one that's going to come back out on the board. All right, here we go. Now we're going to check for their search. Dang it, look at that. In that corner and in that top box, the same box that I'm in. So I couldn't get away from them. Okay. Other than that, there's no ship there, so we don't have to pull anything. No submarine, I mean. Okay, so this is the only box I got to worry about again. Okay. So, we have a check. Remove any escort. Move to the bottom. We don't have anybody in the patrol box. Okay. We don't crash dive. If new escort was drawn. Okay. Place 1 escort plus a hidden captain in this location's search box. Escort selection priorities. This location's patrol box first. We just took him out of there. Top of the escort track, that's where he's at. then we draw. Okay, so this is the guy. He's coming in. Again, he's back. I didn't get away from him. He's in the search box. Okay, so now he's going to do another sonar search, and he's going to try to acquire us. So we flip it over, and he does. He acquired us. He gets ASW sonar early, bad weather, acquired. So now he has acquired us. So we go any escort versus a submerged U-boat, any depth. All right. I can spend a tactical point and do evasive movement. And you bet we're probably going to do that. And we can repull. The U-boat player has the option to attempt to evade at the cost of 1 tactical point. This can only be done at 30 meters or deeper and not the same turn as the crash dive, which I'm not doing that. Okay, so this is boat X. He's going to spend 1 of his 4. He goes to 3 on his tactical points. Now we pull a card. And we see, does he evade? Come on. He does. I evaded. Okay. What does that mean? Indicates that green check indicates he successfully evades the searching escort. If this is the escort's first contact attempt and no alarm marker is in the ID box, then no contact is made. If the escort was homing with an alarm marker in the escort ID box, add 1 level of lost contact. Okay, so he goes. He has no contact. He goes back to the patrol box, and no contact was made. Woo! Okay, we evaded him. Where'd he go? Skipper. All right, that's the end of the anti-submarine warfare step. No convoy movement steps, nothing else. We go to turn 4, and we're back to U-boat movement, and this turn I can move. Okay, so on this turn, he's moving away from that guy. May not get any better over here, but at least don't have him on me. All right, I got this guy's kind of hanging here. I got 2 U-boats in this same section. He's going to move 1. He's moving 1 up this corner right here. And I think that'll be it for that. So now we do ASW search again. So ASW search. Get back over here again. Escort movement. Reduce. Place, clean up escort holding track. There's nothing to clean up because he's in a patrol box. Okay, we're going to go here to the ASW location check. Ah, it's that guy, but I left that area so he doesn't do anything. We got to do another check on this side. All right, so here we go. And we get, false contact. Whoop, sorry, there you can see it. False contact. So they do not detect me. So much better. Okay. So because there was nothing, we move it to the bottom of the escort holding track again. So he's back off of that box and he's back over here. For some reason, this has been a hot spot for the escort so far. Okay. So we know we don't have anything else. We go to turn 5. I can't move. Everybody's sitting where they're at. So we go down and we do the search again. So here comes the next search. Nobody's there and nobody's there. So we don't have anybody. But we know on the movement task, he should have done that first. He goes back to the top. Okay, so no ASW. So we go, and we're now at turn 6. Turn 6. U-boat movement. All right. I'm almost wanting to go back over here, but he can stay there, and we're getting close to being to the point where we're going to have to, I'm at 60 meters. I think what he'll do is he's going to come up to 30 meters now. Okay, so he's up to 30. I don't want him in that corner. This guy's moving up, and this guy's, I'm going to have 3 U-boats in that section right there, which is a little dangerous, but it's where I am. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Okay, here we go with the ASW search. Oh, that corner, this bottom section I'm not in, there he is. We didn't move over there, so nobody's searching. There's nothing for him to find over there. I'm clear again. Again, that gets us past that. Now we're in turn 7. Here we go. I can't move, so we go straight to the ASW move. He searches that corner and this section this time. Crap, he found me. Maybe. Okay, so here we go. There was no escort movement to do, so he has success. Place 1 ham in the search box. So here he comes out of here, that same destroyer escort that's been patrolling out there. He's in the search box over here now. All right. You're not going to crash dive. So now he has to do sonar search. So here he comes. ASW sonar search. Bad weather. It's an acquire. He does not acquire me. That moves him into the patrol box. Okay. Woo. I've dodged that again. All right. So we dodged him again. Now, that's it. We go to turn number 8. So we don't have any torpedo movement, but the first thing we do on turn 8 is, do they enter the attack map? So we now draw a card. And if it is a 9 or 10, we're going to enter the attack map. 8, they do not. So we're still in the patrol phase. All right. This is turn 8. I can move. I want to get away from him. I'm going to move over here. I'm staying. He's coming up. He's coming up 1. Because when we get on that attack map, it's going to get... then things are going to start happening, and we're getting close now. All right, here comes the search phase. First thing we do is escort movement. We don't have anybody in the holding track yet, so now we do escort. I got out of that one and nobody there. I got away from him. Okay, that means this guy goes back to the holding track. Everybody else is clear. Whew. So far, so good. I've dodged that escort. He's out there. Been dodging him. Poor old Boat X there. He's having a tough time, but he's getting around him. All right. No other movement. Now we go to turn 9. And again, we're going to draw for our U-boat movement. It's a 10. Now we're going to enter the attack map. Okay, here we go. Enter attack map. We must enter once no escort contact. Well, he got away from those guys, so we don't have any contact. Okay. Okay, a U-boat may not move. We can change depth. I want to put him back on the surface, U-boat X. He goes back to the surface. A U-boat may not move forward if it entered the attack map this turn, silent runner, or changed its depth. Okay, let me check that. Page 30, because I'm surfacing. Maybe I can't change my depth yet. Maybe it has to be after I get on the board. Let's see. Type 7 may dive or rise up to 30 meters a turn. When diving or rising in a turn, no forward movement is allowed. Okay. Moving from approach to attack. Okay, if the result is not, moves from the approach movement box that it occupies to one of the 3 spaces connected to its single approach movement box at any facing. So I think I'm still submerged, and he should be flipped over because he's submerged. So I'm putting him back at 30 meters because he's submerged. I haven't surfaced yet. Okay. So he can come out in 3 boxes, any of these 3. 1. He's on this edge one, so he can come out 1, 2, or 3. I think he'll come out onto this one. They can't move forward, so I just have to pick. These other guys are on the surface. And now it does matter which way you face them. Okay. So he's going to come out. Right here, he has a choice of 5. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. He's going to come out up here, and he's facing this way, like this. Okay. This is my Z-boat. He's going to come out, let's see, where he's on this edge, right there. He can come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. I want him to come out up here straight on like this, coming straight across. And then the W boat, I want him to come out 1, 2 up here, and the same way. He's going to be straight across that way, and he's coming down. He's in his movement that way. All right. Good. That was my U-boat movement. Now we're on the attack board. Now I do U-boat observation. Okay, spotting range. It is daytime but bad weather. So we spot 8. We ID at 6. Okay. So we use these little spotting ranges here, and it starts to point out who can see what. So he can see 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can see all the way down here. And if you do it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So see, he can see to here and to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we know we can spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's his ID range right there for this guy. Okay. So he can see everything this way. So we know we got a boat here, 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 here. These ones, that's the boat counters that we're using. Here, here, and he comes right up here like this. That's a 1. Okay. He gets all these 2s right here. So we get a 2, a 2, and a 2, and another couple of 2s, and 2 more 2s right there. Now he spots all them, but he can ID up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can ID all these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can ID all the ones. So we flip them over. Okay, there's no ship in that spot right there. We flip these two over. So he's able to ID these guys right here. So they're all 2 victory points except this 5,000 ton, which is 3. And he's actually a medium-sized ship. Okay. That's what he could do. Now we do the same thing with these guys. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's his. He's got off of this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see it makes a box, right? And then down this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there where he's at. Okay. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is his ID range. Okay, so inside of this range, his box is out to here, so he gets a 3. Put him there. He gets a 2. He gets a 1. Right there. Okay. His ID range is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. He sees this guy. Nothing there. He sees this guy. Nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He does not see him, so he does not see the 3. He does see these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So both of these are ID'd. There's a 3. Oh, there's a 5 victory points right there. 9,000 tons and a 6,000 ton. And look, they're nice and close. Okay, that was his. Now we'll do the same again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up there. Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the beauty of daytime. You can see them. And then 6 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he can see this box. So he can see the ones out to here. So he sees a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. He also sees a 2 right here and a 2 right there. So see, the convoy's shaping up, but you see there's some holes in there where there aren't any ships. Now his positive ID is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this box that he has, he can't see those guys. He's already revealed, so he sees these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So he sees him and him. Nothing there. Him and this guy. Okay. We just got to do one more. All right. He's got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Way down here. And then 6 is right here. So, as far as the convoy goes, there's nothing else revealed. We don't know what's going on over here yet. ID-wise, he's cut off here, here, so he doesn't get anything different. Okay. And I'll bet I messed this up because he's submerged. And if he's submerged, his spotting range is only 6 and his ID range is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He couldn't see any of these guys. So these guys we flip back over. Flip back over. We didn't get to there. And he only goes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he sees there. He did not see these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually these two are not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. These guys did not get on there yet. It's okay. We can take them off the board because they're not there yet and we haven't revealed them. We don't know what they are. There they are. Okay. So all he spotted was those. So it really leaves a gap in there. So we don't know what we have yet. Okay. All right. That's our U-boat movement. That's our U-boat observation. Now we can do TDC calculations if we want. Oh, Dave. You know what? What's he got? 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's good. These guys, they're not there yet. He can't see them because he doesn't have his periscope up. He's submerged. Okay, so we take him back off. He doesn't see anybody yet. I got to get his. He's not at periscope depth. Okay, I can do TDC calculations here. I'm not going to do his yet because I want him to get a little farther in here if we can. I want this guy. He could calculate on him or he can calculate here. Ranges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can do 2 different TDC calculations. So I've got a 3. I'd really like to hit that guy. That's not bad tonnage there either. And better victory points. And I could fire at him also from this angle. I kind of like that. And that's an acceptable angle for me without a penalty. So I really like that. So we can do a TDC calculation. And I have both Z and W. Z is boat 4. He can only do 1 TDC calculation. So he could fire at this guy. Three, 4, 5. So his range is 5. So if we do this, we draw 1 combat card for the targeted ship. Okay, so this is boat Z. He's targeting tubes. Going to fire my electrics. So tube 1. Oops. Tube 1. He's targeting this guy right here with tube 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We pull the battle card. Pull a combat card. Not a battle deck, combat card. And we're checking TDC range. And the modifier at range 5 in bad weather during the day is a modifier of 0. Okay, so we take a TDC marker right here for tube 1 and we mark that with a 0 on his TDC calculation. Those in the wrong spot. Okay, so over here on his board, we put this in there as a 0 modifier. So I can sight in 2 tubes if I want to. He's a large ship, so I'm going to, and it's the same calculation. So tubes 1 and tube 4 have a 0 calculation on. They're using the same calculation for that ship. Okay. He can calculate, boat W could calculate right here. His range is 1, 2, 3 onto that 6,000 ton ship, and he's a medium. So this is boat W. He's going to target with the 1, with tube 1. He's targeting him. And before I go any farther, yeah, that's fine. Tube 1, and we're going to pull for his. Range is 1, 2, 3. Range 3. Dave, oh, he's a +2. So I take my +2 markers for the TDC. I put that on tube 1 on boat W. And he's also going to do that on tube 4. And I think I marked, yeah, so I got to put the other marker. He has tube 1 and tube 4. He has tube 1 and he has tube 4 targeted there, just like that. Okay. Now we do ASW onto the attack map, which is on I. So we have escort movement, reduce GI, nope, attack 0, nope, clean up the escort holding track. So he goes back to the top of the holding track. Okay. All right, escort location check. So again, now what we're doing is we have these boxes right here, there, 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 and there. And that's where the escorts will come in at. So that's what we're checking, is those 4 boxes right there. So we're going to pull escort. Okay. He has this box, this box, this box, this box. Nothing's there. So no escort there. Okay. So we didn't, nothing happened. So no escort search. All right. So he's off. He doesn't know we're in, sighting in on his ships yet. Okay, here we go. Now we do convoy movement. All right. So convoy movement, attack map. So this is a fast convoy. 1 space on odd turns, 2 spaces on even turns. This is an odd turn. So everybody moves 1 space. So he moves 1, he moves 1, he moves 1, he moves 1. Okay. I still got my angle. That's the convoy movement. We don't have a torpedo reload because we haven't done anything. We have U-boat attack. Surface or periscope depth only. A U-boat may not fire at any ship located in space, in the same space. So we're going to fire torpedoes at these guys. All right. So I have W has tubes 1 and 4. So tube 1 and tube 4. So we're going to replace these 2 markers with the torpedo markers. So I've taken off the targeting and I put on my markers, and we put them on at the angle that they're coming. So I have tube 4 and tube 1. They're coming at that angle on that ship. Z is firing, and it's almost a flat angle. So for Z, he's got tubes 1 and 4 coming. Okay. We're going to take these 2 off of there. And they're coming at just like this. All right. So he fired and he fired. Okay. We don't have any damage control. We don't have any end of patrol. So we go now to turn 10. And you know what? This is my stopping point. I think we've been doing pretty good. And before I do my torpedo move and detonation, this is where we're going to be at. So we'll be at turn 10. And we're going to torpedoes in the water coming on a couple of the ships. And then the next turn we'll get to see what everybody does here. So we're off to a good start. I got this guy submerged. He's coming down through here. I'm going to have to get him up on the surface so he can spot and we can see what's out here. But that's the next turn. But that's good because he can not move, and the convoy is going to cause him to move down anyway. So he'll be rushing into this bunch pretty fast. All right, now I feel good about this one. Hopefully everything's going good so far. So let's take a break here, and then we'll get ready for the continuation of this. But I'm glad I did the restart. I feel like we're getting, things are clicking here a little bit, and hopefully you guys will point out anything if I made any errors. As always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and please leave me your comments. Give me a thumbs up, like the video. It helps my channel immensely. And I hope you're enjoying the playthrough of Wolfpack from GMT Games and designed by Mike Berticelli. All right, I'll see you guys for the next part of this. All right, have a good one.